My name is Ruben Fortunato. I am from Barcelona and I've been coaching for almost 16 years now. So I started when I was 17 years old after a long injury. So I decided to start my coaching career until now. Well, I think outdoors will be an average of between 18 and 20 hours. If I count all the teams, all the training sessions, all the games, so yeah, around. Well, especially I think here in Taiwan we can feel the heat. Same today, same in summer. So I think the heat is the most different point between winter and summer. Well, the biggest challenge probably is to keep the intensity of the trainings because the players need more breaks, need more water during the training sessions. So I think it's difficult to keep the high intensity during the summer period. Same. I think for the coaches, I think it's a challenge also because you want to give your best, but sometimes the weather affects also to your mode. So I think we need to fight against the weather and try to manage in the best way we can. I will say probably my neck and my legs because we're standing for a long period of time, and also my head because you are getting the heat. So you need to always try to protect yourself and try to avoid the heat. Well, I think there is times that players get injuries because the weather situation, because the dehydration or cramps or so I think this affects a lot to the game and also to your plan because as a coach you plan some game plan, for example, and then everything changes. So I think the weather really affects to the game. Well, there is different ways. I think sometimes we try to put water in our head, in our neck, bring a towel or wet towel or whatever, but I think the most easy way is to wear a hat, but of course a good hat to prevent the heat from this summer period. So yeah, you need to choose very well what hat you will wear. Well, I think the feeling of the cool when you put water on, I think it's more comfortable than others. Also the way that the water get into the material and to the hat, I think is different than others. But also it's about the size of the hat. I think it's more adjustable to different sizes. So I think it has different things than others. I would say yes. I think it's a good hat. It's a good quality standard. So I think I will give probably a 9 of 10. Of course, when I put the water in. So I think the first day is the one of the things that I want to try quickly. No, let's try. So you put water on and then you feel the cool. So I think it's really nice. Well, I think the water stays for a longer time on your head, so you can feel that the heat is less than the normal hats. So I think this is one of the biggest difference between others or a common brand and then this kind of I will say effect, no? Because it's like, oh, before I don't feel that. So maybe the water just dry and then gone or just go down. So then I think that's the big difference between this mission and another ones.
Okay, cool. Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you.
Okay.